Yo, what's going on YouTube? Thought I'd do just a quick follow-up from the premiere video that we just did on the Security Plus certification training and all that fun stuff. Had a couple of questions, and then the chat for the premiere decided that it was done, so I couldn't chat no more. So hopefully the people who had questions come to this live stream so I can help. Hello, Treasure Green. How are you doing tonight? Excuse me. So yeah, if you guys have questions about the premiere video that we just did, please let me know in the chat, or if you have other questions, we'll just do like a quick ask me anything session, maybe 15 minutes or so. Yeah, IT Security Home Labs. I was trying to find you. I was trying to help answer your question. What's going on, Craig Casino? IT Security Home Labs. Well, I couldn't remember what the rest of your question was. I think you were asking what the total price was, which it was like $668 or something. The $499 plus $169.50 is whatever you said. I'm pretty sure. $169.50. I'm terrible at math. Is $668.50. Yep. So we're good. What's going on, Dakota? How you doing, boss? So yeah. That's what the total price would be. That's with the CertMaster Learn training. And I talked to somebody just yesterday who gave me a little bit of insight, not from CompTIA, funny enough. It gave me some insight on the CertMaster Learn program or training platform, and they said it was really cool. So I'm actually really excited for it. I'm really looking forward to doing that. But I'm really looking forward to getting my Security Plus certification, so that's going to be fun. So I hope people join me in this. I mean, it's going to be, I think this is going to be like a really, really cool experience. I mean, for the people who do get to join me on this first go around with my first certification, like, that's going to be pretty cool. That's just going to be a really cool experience for everybody. So I'll be excited. It'll be very memorable for me. So I'll definitely like remember everybody who's part of that, those study groups. IT Security Home Labs. Your work pays for Pluralsight and IT Pro TV plus Safari Books. Can you still join the study group? So the study group will only be for the CertMaster Learn signups, or CertMaster Learn thing. So that I can only accept people through like that way, unfortunately. Craig, so I will be announcing like the coupon code and the URL on the 15th, because on the 15th is when the coupon code goes live. So you'll find out then. But if you I think I put the link. I don't think I have it in this description. I'll get you the link though. Hold up. If you submit your email address here, I will be sending out an email to this specific contact group as soon as I can on the 15th. So whoever signs up, it's basically going to be first come, first serve. So the CertMaster Learn program is $499. It's for the training. And then once you sign up for the CertMaster Learn program, then you get a 50% off coupon for the Security Plus exam voucher. And then so it makes the Security Plus voucher $169.50. 80s baby Ryan, you're seriously interested in joining me in this journey? Your plan was to start with fundamentals, then the A+, then on the network and security. Would you recommend starting with the security cert? I definitely wouldn't recommend it. I don't think it's really advisable if you're really unfamiliar with IT, and if you think that you needed to start with the fundamentals, that would make me a little bit more concerned. Like if you thought like you were gonna start with the A+ and like ace the A+, I would say yeah, Security Plus could be doable. But if you were gonna start with the did. There we go. I don't know what was up with that. My mic just cut out completely. What was I saying? So yeah, if you want to start with if you were going to start with the fundamentals, I wouldn't suggest skipping the fundamentals and A plus to go right to the security plus. Is it doable? Yeah, I mean, anything is definitely doable, and we're going through an entire course that is going to teach you about the security plus, but I don't think I could really advise that. The course, so, I mean, the course is about like 44 hours long, I think. It's 40-something hours long. I can't remember off the top of my head. I have it written down here somewhere. It's 40-something hours, but we're going to do it over the course of like 6 to 8 weeks. More so leaning on that 8 weeks, just to be on the safe side. So we'll start January 1st. We'll end at the end of February. So hopefully by like the first week of March, we'll all go out, take our Security Plus exams, and then we'll all come back and have a sweet little certification that says we're Security Plus certified. That's what I'm hoping for. But, you know, if we fail, that's okay too. If I fail, that's okay. If I fail, it'd make for some great YouTube content, right? You talk about failure. I'm actually really nervous about taking the exam, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun actually going through like the whole course. So the study group will be, we check in once a week, and then we'll do the live, or not the live, we'll do the live check-in once a week. We might do it even more than once a week. It really depends on how needed and wanted it is. For the weekly check-ins, like on a live type of thing, we'll do like a Zoom session, kind of like a Google Hangouts type of thing, so we can all call in and everybody can kind of talk with each other. And then we'll have like the Facebook group. So it'll be a private Facebook group for just all of us in the Security Plus study group. And then we can talk about, you know, the things that we learned today and whatever part of the course we went over, maybe some of the things that we had questions about, had difficulty learning. Maybe we're using some other resources along with the CertMaster Learn, that's okay too. Just talking about our progress through the Security Plus course. So it's going to be fun. I mean, I'm really excited about it. I think just for me, like I'm just excited to go through the whole thing and actually go out and try to take a certification. Zach Lake, yeah, absolutely. You can ask any questions you want. You never fail. You either win or learn, period. Yeah. That's the best way to look at it. I mean, if I quote unquote fail, if I don't pass the exam, I at least learn by my failure, right? Thank you, Rohan. Appreciate that. And hello. I saw you said hello, so hello back to you. Urshad. Hey, so you're starting your IT infrastructure coming week. What is the timeline you're looking for to get a job? You're in Toronto. Well, that's hard to say. You're starting your IT infrastructure. So what do you mean by that? Are you starting some type of university, or are you taking some type of like boot camp or what? I don't want to. I'll just say, Mr. Sharma. On the 15th of December, so on this coming Saturday, I will be emailing out the URL and the coupon code. So it won't be until Saturday that you guys can actually sign up. But there is the link so you can submit your email address. So that way I can email you. Because the very first thing I'm going to do is on Saturday, I'm going to send out the email. And then I'm going to wait probably about, 6 hours or so. And then I'm going to put out a video with that same information. So whoever submits their email address to that link will have first dibs on signing up, because again, there's only 20 spots available. And then after that, I do the video 6 hours or so later, and we'll see what happens. Yeah. It's a boot camp. Yeah, so I don't know how long the boot camp is, so it's really going to really depend. Are you getting any type of certification along with that? That'd be my other question. Allie, which book are you going to use as a guide? We're not going to use any books as guides. 0 books. I mean, I can definitely recommend books for people who would like to read books throughout the process, but I'm not. I will not be using any books. What should you look for choosing a school for an information systems major? Whatever you can afford. Honestly, that's pretty much it. Schools are basically, if you really like to be honest, like schools are like 3 to 5 years behind everybody else as far as technology standards go. One of the best schools that I think that I could recommend, based on what I've learned about them, is Western Governors University. They seem to have it like their stuff really put together really well. I've never used them. I've only heard really great things. I've had a couple conversations with some people from there. But other than that, like schools and their curriculum tend to be kind of behind. So, yeah, there's that. What is the CompTIA Security Plus? What would you learn? Oh man, I could send you a link on what you could learn with the Security Plus. The Security Plus is basically you could kind of say the gateway to the security field in a way. You're going to learn a lot of the fundamentals about different security practices and things like that, securing computers, network, stuff like that. Real kind of, I wouldn't say too much entry level, but there's a lot to learn there. IT Security Home Lab says Security Plus is a great cert to have. Most jobs have it listed, especially for government IT security jobs. Yeah, I mean, having the Security Plus certification right now, I mean, that's going to be huge to have on your resume, period. It's going to help with the OSCP exam. Are there any discounts for Australia? So right now, I don't have any discounts for anybody that are overseas. So anybody outside of the U.S., I do not have any discounts right now. So if there's like a large demand, sorry, my mic went out again. That's so weird. I don't know what the heck's going on with it. I think I have a problem with my USB ports on the front of my computer. So that's kind of irritating. So I apologize for that. I forgot what I was saying now. Yeah, I don't have any current coupons for anybody overseas, but if there's a big demand for it, I will definitely see if I can do anything with CompTIA and maybe convince them to do something else. So if anybody overseas really wants some discounts and stuff like that, let me know and I'll talk to CompTIA. You'll get an MCSE certification. So as soon as you get an MCSE certification, you'll be pretty good. You'll be solid and getting a job fairly quickly, I would imagine. I wouldn't expect to get anything too crazy. You might end up getting an entry-level role. I would really say that's probably where you're going to end up. Yeah, the OSCP is definitely a different beast. Is there going to be a set time schedule for the study group? So once we have all the participants together for the study group, like we know who everybody's going to be, we'll try to figure out the best time. So it might turn out that we have to do, multiple sessions per week just to fit everybody's kind of like schedule. So we'll make sure that we figure it out so that everybody is involved as much as possible. We'll do like recordings of the get-togethers and things like that, so we can do replays for the study groups and things like that. So we'll definitely have it figured out. Giants fan, you have a question. You're currently going to college for IT, but do employers really look at college degrees for IT, or usually certifications? They look at both. A lot of employers require one or the other, sometimes both. So either way you look at it, you'll be good. No, this is not being recorded. Just my mic probably is being hacked. I wouldn't doubt it. It's a problem with my USB ports on the front of the stupid computer. 80s Baby Ryan, my channel is the reason you changed your career from EMT to the IT world. Still trying to figure it out and what search to go after. Thank you for everything you do. You know, all the help you can get. Well, you're welcome. I'm glad that I can help. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help. Have I powered the computer on and off to fix the ports? Yeah, like 3 times. Duh. No, like it happens all the time. Like one of my every time I put in my card reader, so like for my like SD cards and stuff, like it'll be fine, right? It'll be working fine. I'll transfer all my files, and then like an hour and a half later, all of a sudden like you'll hear that noise, like the Windows noise of like a USB disconnecting and reconnecting, and then all of a sudden like the SD card, all the files will show back up on my desktop, like they'll prompt back up. I'm like, what the heck are you, like, what's going on? So I know there's a problem with the USB ports. I think like it could be just like a power issue, that they're not getting enough power up there and they just keep cutting out. I don't know. Right now there's only 2 things plugged in up there, so shouldn't be that big of a power draw really. Let's see. Logan, I've been talking about the Security Plus, but are there any coupons for the A Plus? So no, not right now. I don't have anything for the A Plus. We're maybe talking about doing stuff for the A Plus. We just haven't figured that out yet. I have a video coming out about the A Plus very soon though, which I'm excited about. Very excited about that, because the new A Plus actually has some really exciting things coming with it. So maybe I can talk to CompTIA about the A Plus too. But we're going to see how the Security Plus one goes. I'm starting with the Security Plus because honestly, that's kind of what I wanted to start with. Probably should have started with the A Plus, but I really wanted to start with the Security Plus because I really wanted to be engaged in it. And for my personal self, I wanted to be selfish and get my Security Plus and be happy and joyful. So that's why we're starting with the Security Plus for this whole endeavor. How do you get the discipline to sit down and study? Man, Jesus Christ, that is a great question. And I pray to Jesus Christ every day that I can sit down and study and do well on my exams. And I pray to little baby Jesus that we'll do really well on the exams. Just kidding, by the way. Please don't take offense to that. It's from Talladega Nights. I was just spitballing there. But no, it is definitely hard to sit down and study. Discipline is going to be the most difficult thing when it comes to trying to study, for sure. But you really honestly, it's a mind game. It's all just a one big mind screw. Like how you can overcome your own self, your own demons in your head. Like that's what it's all about. That's how I see discipline. That's how I see the big obstacle always when it comes to studying or trying to figure out some new technology. So really just have to beat yourself up and just go for it and jump at it. So, for me, I know what's ahead of me. Like, I know what I need to do to get to where I want to be. So if I don't have the discipline, if I can't do what I need to do, I'm not going to get to where I want to be. And that's a problem. Like, I don't want anything stopping me. Oh man, this chat's getting crazy now. Is Network Plus a prerequisite before getting Security Plus? No, it's definitely not a prerequisite. It is it can be recommended. Some people will definitely recommend it because there are some networking aspects to the Security Plus that you might want to know about, should know about. But it really just depends on how much you already know about technology. You know, a lot of it will go, you know, we're going to go over a lot of it as you're going through, like the Security Plus, for instance. Say we're not doing this together. A lot of it you can kind of, you're self-studying anyway. So if you're having trouble with something that's networking related, you can stop where you're at. You can go YouTube a video that's going to explain binary to you, for instance, or explain like a subnet to you, and then go about your merry way. Not that either of those are on the Security Plus. I'm just kind of throwing out a random example. Along with CertMaster and the study group, would it also be a good idea to buy Daryl Gibson's book? I think this should be enough to get certified. If you want to get a book, I mean, yeah, that's all on you. I'm not going to say that that's recommended or that you should do it, because I'm not you. And I can't tell you that that's going to be the best way for you to learn. If you feel like that's going to be the best way for you to learn by having a book and going through like CertMaster Learn, then by all means do that. But like for me, for instance, like if I picked up a book, I would never touch it. It would be sitting on a shelf as like shelf ornaments, basically. Tino, you're 30, working in management. You want to change careers, college, or A+ and CCNA. Well, it really depends on what you have time for and what restraints that you have. You know, college is great. Certifications are great. You know, is one better than another? Yeah, kind of. And A+ and CCNA, I mean, those are definitely great certifications that can help you jump right into the field, for sure. And they will take you a lot less time than college will. A lot less. Rosa Pratt, you just graduated with your bachelor's IT degree. What's a good way to enter the career world of IT? Every job you see needs some kind of experience, and I have none. Any suggestions? I love this question, Rosa. Thank you. I seriously love this question. This is going to be one of my favorite questions to answer, because I do not care what job requirements they have on there. If they're asking for experience, I don't care. Apply for those jobs anyway. So when you see these types of job requirements that they're looking for experience in this, experience in that, or they're looking for X amount of years of experience, right? That is their wish list. That is literally their wish list. That's nothing more, nothing less. It's a wish list. So if you don't meet all of their requirements, that's okay. If you meet some of their requirements, that's perfect. Apply for the job, because you don't know that like the other people who are applying for that same job, those other people could have meet less requirements than you. You know, you might be that perfect fit for the job based on your personality and the requirements that you do fit for that job. So please, by all means, if you just apply for everything until you get a phone call, until you get an interview, and until you land a job, apply for every single job that you possibly can. Please. And thank you. Wesley, love my channel. Well, thank you. So here's where you stand. You're in a WIOA program, which gave you a scholarship to get your Net Plus, CCNA, MCSA Windows Server, ITIL fundamentals. Do you think you can get an admin job immediately? Probably not, to be honest with you. Is it possible? Yeah, it's definitely possible. But I wouldn't like plan on it. It's possible, but just start off in an entry-level role. You can work an entry-level job for 6 months, a year and a half, 2 years tops, and then you can get to your admin role. You definitely want to start off at entry-level if you know nothing about an IT infrastructure. I mean, it's so strongly advisable. I mean, if you get thrown into an admin job when you know nothing about how a business environment works, you're basically swimming in a pool of piranhas. Like, honestly, like, it's bad. Oh, look at I got somebody from Twitch over here. I'm glad that I looked over here. What's going on, person from Twitch? You're looking to make a career change into programming, not sure exactly yet. Probably web development. Are boot camps worth it, or should you self-teach and then apply to jobs? So yeah, boot camps can definitely be worth it when it comes to coding. Absolutely. And my good friend Joe, who just started the Code Corner YouTube channel that's partnered up with IT Career Questions, I think he's doing a video soon about boot camps. But yeah, boot camps are definitely a great way to learn, like, really quickly a lot about programming. But doing the self-teaching, like self-study, that is going to be extremely helpful for you as well. So if you combine all that together, you'll be solid. And thank you, TJ Sutton, for the question. And sorry, now I got to get back to more of this chat stuff. It's really hard to keep up. I'm sorry. So, real quick, and please don't anybody super chat right now because we're not doing this right now. But one thing that I would like to do is start opening up super chats for people. And if you say super chat me a certain dollar amount, I'm going to bring you on for a live phone call or a live web feed. So I'll basically send you a Zoom invite, and you'll be on this live stream with me, and you get to answer, or you get to ask your question on the stream with me. So, you get a few minutes to ask your question, and we'll talk about whatever it is that you are having trouble with, or any advice that you're looking to get. We'll have you live on the stream. If you guys are interested in that, please let me know, because it's something that I've been working on with a few other people, trying to fine tune that, if that's something people would be interested in. Because I know people love to do the super chat stuff, but I really want to give an incentive to do the super chats. And I think that would be a fun incentive to do super chats. But anyway, let me get back to some of these questions so I can get to the bottom of the chat. Once Security Plus group becomes successful, you'd want to see Network Plus study group on your channel. Yeah, I think if the Security Plus study group goes well, we'll end up doing a study group for all the CompTIA certifications. I mean, that'd be hands down. We'll definitely do that. I don't see why we wouldn't. Let's see. You went to change careers as well. You worked at a call center for the past 20 years. Sick of it. Is age 40 too late to switch? Absolutely not. If you're 40, it's not too late. If you're 50, it's not too late. If you're 60, it's not too late. If you're 70, go retire. Go sit on a beach or something. But it's never too late. Follow your dreams. Do what you're passionate about. If you want to make that switch, if IT is something that really interests you, that really you think about every point in every second of the day, or that's your go-to when you think about switching jobs, then do it. Just do it. Nike, just do it. There's plenty of resources out there where you can learn everything you need to know about getting into IT. So getting those certifications, getting into the jobs, I mean, you're set. And you're older, which really honestly does help. So just go for it. Let's see. So the next thing after IT infrastructure, Irshad, if you want to specialize in something, it's really trying to determine what you want to specialize in. You want to specialize in the cloud, virtualization, security. That's all on you. I can't tell you what route to take. Speaking about the question on focusing while studying, I go by this. You will either experience the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. The choice is yours. That is a perfect choice of words for that. For sure. 80s baby Ryan, he's 37, making the switch. Super nervous about it. Don't be nervous about it. You guys will be all good. Where's the new? So I'm kind of upset about the new A+ video because it had to get pushed back. because I'll just say because of some reasons not controlled by me, but the new A Plus video is supposed to come out, I think, on the 20th now, next Thursday. I think that's what we're aiming for, is the 20th. So I apologize. I was like honestly like super pumped up about the A Plus video coming out tonight. So next Thursday is what we're really aiming for, and we'll see. We'll do another premiere because that one I'm like I said, I'm super stoked about. So I'm sorry, Steve Gee. Logan, you couldn't even get a help desk job with minimal experience. However, do you have an interview for a tech job on Friday? That's awesome. Congratulations and good luck. Amar, you're 30, currently working as a data analyst, and you want to change career in network security, so clearing Security Plus certification will be enough. No, it will definitely not be enough. If you want to work in network security, so you definitely want to have some Cisco certifications for sure. CCNA, CCNP, there's the Cisco Security Cert. So there you go. Having good networking skills is good for cybersecurity in general. A lot of cybersecurity centers around networking for sure. One of the guys that I talk to all the time, he's a CISO, and he always says, dude, if you want to really get into security, make sure you don't forget about going out and getting your CCNA or just learning about networking, because you're going to need it. You're going to need to know about networking to get into security. So that's one thing that's on my agenda. And I have my list of, these are the things that I want to do for like my path to cybersecurity, which is kind of funny because I have like another thing to announce very, very soon about a new channel, and there's another hint. So there you go. What's the news on the new A Plus cert coming in January? There's lots of great news coming about the new A Plus in January. I mean, I suppose I could really just tell you guys right now in the live stream. If you guys want to know about the new A Plus, I could tell you 5 things about the new A Plus right now in this chat. How about I tell you 3 things? I'll leave 2 out. I'll tell you 3 things about the new A Plus. If you want to hear 3 things about the new A Plus, let me know. I'll tell you about it. And I'm just trying to follow up with the chat, so I apologize. I'm not talking because I have to read. I can't read and talk at the same time. Demetrius, not sure if you dealt with this, but how would you deal with a job you really dislike? Got your A Plus a year ago, got a service desk job about 8 months ago, kind of stuck, lost now. Start applying for new jobs, man. Definitely, just take the time and start applying for all the jobs that you possibly can. That's what I would do. TWU, love that this channel exists. I'm happy that you love that this channel exists. I'm happy to help. Always happy to help. Yeah, man. Demetrius, just apply for new jobs, bro. Yeah, IT security, Home Labs, he's got you. Yeah, so Network Chuck got brought up, which he's solid. I love that dude. We had him on last week for an interview. That was an awesome experience. For beginners, I always suggest go with the A Plus certification. I'm not even going to try to pronounce your name because I'm terrible with names. IT Security Home Labs, my goal with Security Plus, moving to IT Security, yes. That, to sum it all up and to give you the most simple answer, yes. There you go. Wow, this chat is just going crazy. When should you apply for security analyst roles? Whenever you think you're ready. That's the best answer I can give you. Paul Romero says, thank you for speaking about applying for everything. At times you feel like they ask for 1,100 prerequisites and there's little room for newbies to get in and gain experience. You'll keep applying. Absolutely, man. Those requirements that they have on jobs are just ridiculous sometimes, but it's just their wish list, so keep that in mind. Kenneth White, I have endorsed several IT learning platforms in the past. Pluralsight, Cybrary, I've never really endorsed them in any aspect other than maybe I've mentioned them in a live stream. And IT Pro TV, which is the best, most exciting platforms, as all are not created equal. Quite honestly, IT Pro TV, for me, has been one of the most enjoyable as far as the hosts go, but some people don't like that, and I've like just heard about this actually, not recently, but I've heard about it quite a few times, that people don't find IT Pro TV to be a good resource because they call it like edutainment over there at IT Pro TV. So it's, they try to joke around a little bit and stuff. They try to make it like as entertaining as possible. Not as like they're doing anything crazy. Like they definitely teach you what you need to know. But some people just like want straight right to the point. This is what you're going to learn today, and this is how you're going to learn it, and this is how you get to A to B to Z, right? Where IT Pro TV is just a little bit more relaxed. IT Pro TV is like the YouTube of like IT training. That's how I consider them. Like that's what I would say. Like Skillsoft, for instance, they're more like that structured, like point A to point B, right on point all the time. And they don't really show too much of the hosts, so you really you're staring at a screen that has like different graphics and all that kind of fun stuff a lot of the times, which is great too. So it really depends, but what I enjoy and what you enjoy could be completely different things. How did people ever survive the security aspect without the CCNA material? I don't know. James Shackelford, what's going on, man? I haven't seen you for a long time. I hope you're doing well. I really do. I hope you're doing well. Do I see myself in the future getting the CISP? No. I don't want to be there. I don't think that's the level I want to be at. That's just too much for me. Too much. Heathcraft, you want to hear everything about the new A+. I can't tell you everything about the new A+. I can tell you things about the new A+. Zach, so you'll be studying, tend to your kids, create more videos, and edit them for us. Have a day job. What's the secret source? I don't have a day job. Not going to have a day job until I have to get a day job. I do consulting for someplace for their mobile device management. I go in like maybe twice a week for maybe 10 hours a week, if that. I went in today for like 3 hours, I think. So yeah, no, this YouTube is my full-time job right now, and YouTube will be my full-time job as long as I can make it my full-time job. Security is going to be my fallback. So the primary reason why I'm doing the security plus, and I'm trying to learn everything I can about security, is for when the day YouTube explodes. I talked about this in a video before. I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to go out back into the workforce, and I'm actually like valuable. Because if I'm just doing YouTube and talking about all this stuff, like, what good am I? Like, I'm not any good at all. So I try to keep myself, excuse me, I try to keep myself in the field still, which is why I do the consulting, because I have to be relevant. And I try to keep myself engaged in learning new stuff because, again, I have to be relevant. I can't ever stop learning. And I've talked about this many times. And if I have to practice what I preach. If I don't practice what I preach, then why the heck am I doing what I'm doing? You know what I mean? I did promise an A+ update today, but there was nothing I could do about it. It was not up to me. That's like all I can say about the A+. Sorry about that. There was, yeah. something was not ready for the A+, and it was not in my hands. But the video is ready. The video is on YouTube, and it is ready to go. I promise you that. Demetrius, I know applying can definitely get discouraging, but keep doing it. I mean, there was a time where I honestly applied for probably like 70 jobs before I got like an interview. And then after I got one interview, then I got like 5 interviews after that. So sometimes that happens. Didn't you say, Zach, that you would post a video on the new A+ today? Was there a delay? Yeah, so there's a delay for the new A+ video. Next Thursday, I'm hoping for. Where is the 2019 A+? It's coming soon. After the Security Plus cert is the CISA Plus next. It might be the CISA Plus or the Pentest Plus, or it might be completely dictated on what CompTIA wants me to do. You never know. CompTIA could say, hey, Zach, let's do the IT fundamentals. Let's do an IT fundamentals security group or study group. And I might have to tell them no on that one because, yeah, that one's pretty basic. But, yeah. Here's 3 things that I can tell you about the new A+. So 3 things. Number 1, they are adding more cybersecurity objectives to the A+, which is awesome. Like that's really, really good news. Some of the things that you can find with the new cybersecurity objectives are going to be more about like privacy, GDPR, and knowing how to identify malware, know what to do with it. So those are a few things. The Security Plus. Those aren't the 3 things. Another thing is with the A+, I'm trying to pick and choose which ones I want to talk about. Cloud and virtualization have their own domain now, so you will see a little bit more material for cloud and virtualization on the A+. So that is actually really cool. And then let's see, what's the last one I want to go with? I gave you like one big one, which is the security one. That was one I was really excited about. Cloud and virtualization. And I'll just talk. Networking is going to be another one that's going to have a little bit more added to it. You're going to have to know more like protocols, networking protocols, and there's going to be a little bit more with IoT devices. You have to know more about IoT devices and networking. So those are 3 things. But in my new video, there's more. So definitely stay tuned for that, because the 2 things that I left out, I think it are like the one thing that I left out is like it just blew my mind, because I never expected the A+ to have this on the exam. So yeah, my mic just went out again. I gotta plug this thing in the back of my computer. But yeah, sorry. The one thing that I never would have thought in a million years would be on an A+ certification exam is on the certification exam, and it's just crazy to me. So I'm really excited for that. IT Security Home Labs. Do people still respect the A+ certification? Yes. So if we do this, let's do this. Let me pull up. I'm going to pull up a shared screen here real quick. I'm going to show you how many people respect the A+ certification. How about 7,021 jobs that are asking for the A+ certification? That's pretty solid. Now, given that I mean, that's kind of crazy. That starts at 35,000, but hey, I mean, that's better than what, $15 an hour, I think, right? But yeah, over 7,000 full-time jobs are asking for the A+ certification. So it's still something that people want. It's still something that people ask for, respect. The U.S. government requires that you have the A+ and the Security Plus, but there are other jobs that also require it as well. Let me go back to the chat. I think Rosa had a question again. Steve, thank you very much also, by the way. I appreciate that. Kamal, what is information security like? That would be like a huge answer for you, man. I have a video that's planned out that really kind of dives deep into that. I've done other videos that talk a little bit about that as well. You'd have to kind of look through my past videos. You can look in like my playlists, and you'd definitely find something where it talks more about that. But Rosa, what certifications are must-haves for IT professionals? Well, that really depends on what path of IT you want to go down. You know, the must-haves are going to really depend, or the must-haves are going to be different for everybody, really. But like if you're just getting into the field, like A+, it's like a must-have. I would say nowadays, like Security Plus is a must-have. And not just because we're doing the study group. Like Security Plus is definitely something that people are going to look at and be like, oh yeah, this is something that we want our people to have. Dakota, you're a jerk. What's going on? I don't know how I should even pronounce your name. ///. How about that? Zach, can you create a video about systems admin positions going away because of the cloud? Curious about what you think. I wouldn't think I don't think any positions are really necessarily going away because of the cloud. I think positions are going to evolve because of the cloud. How about that? What made me decide to get my Security Plus? I want to be relevant. That's the number one reason why I want my Security Plus. Like I want to be relevant in this field. Like I want to be on top of things and be current. So that's why the Security Plus. Plus I want to be in the security field. So makes sense just to start at like the bottom. And James had a great answer on the A+ also. Is it true that passing Security Plus will renew A+ and Net Plus? Yes. So you can get any CompTIA certification, any of the plus certifications, right? So you get your A+. So we'll start it off in a real simple fashion. We're going to go future. Say you get your A+ in 2020. Well, in 2023, your A+ expires. But in 2023, you could get your Network Plus, and your A+ will renew at that time. So now, come 2026, your Network Plus and your A+ will now expire. But instead, in 2026, you could get your Security Plus, and now your Network Plus and your A+ renew. And now, come 2029, your Network Plus, Security Plus, and A+, they will all expire. And then you can just keep going down that cycle. You know, get your Linux Plus in 2029, and then, you know, it just keeps going. Realistically, how difficult would it be to run an IT business competition-wise? I mean, I don't really advise anybody to get into the IT, like creating an IT business, like doing home repairs and stuff like that. Even doing consulting. Like, don't try to start an IT business, like doing consulting and stuff like that, until you've had at least like 10 years of experience in this field. And I'm talking like enterprise experience in this field. It's just very highly advisable not to do that. So, yeah, I could do an entire. I've done a video on that, but there's just so much more to talk about with starting an IT business that I think is really relevant and really important to think about before you just decide you want to jump into it and have your own business. If you want to do like home computer repairs and stuff like that, by all means, go ahead and do that. Fix screens and remove viruses and copy data and stuff like that. That's great. The moment that you step foot in an enterprise environment as a consultant or as your own business, the risk that you take, just yeah, it's not worth the risk. So anyway, I think I've answered a lot of. I've finally caught up with the chat, so I should probably get going before the wife murders me. But actually, there's a lot of people in this chat right now, so I'm going to ask this one more time because I don't know if I skipped over it or what. But one thing that I've been debating, because people like to do like the super chats and stuff like that, is there anybody who would be interested in doing like a Zoom session where you do a super chat for like $5, right? You $5 super chat me, and I send you a Zoom invite, and you come on live with me in one of our live streams, and you can ask me, whatever question you have ready for me, and we answer it live, So you get to do like a one-on-one with me in one of these live streams. Is there anybody who would be interested in something like that? Just curious. We're trying to debate a lot of different things here, or we're not debate. We're try to figure out a few different methods of the madness here. Okay, so there is a want for that. Thank you for answering that, Mr. Sharma and Mr. James and German and Adam and Amar and Dakota and Paul and Rosa and Deborah. Awesome. Okay. So I think the next time that we do a live stream, we'll set something up like that because I'd really like to see something like that happen. Oh, sorry, I might be getting sick. I'm not sure. But I definitely want to give, you guys come here and you watch me, you talk to me in the chat. But I want it to be more personable. I want you guys to feel like I am talking to you, like I am answering your questions. So I definitely want to test the waters with that. So we're going to have some requirements with that because I don't want just some random people to come on here and, super chat me $5-10 and then all of a sudden they come on the live stream and then they just start talking like mad crap and then they get my channel banned or something crazy. You know what I mean? So there will be some requirements involved there. Like you're going to have to like send me like your LinkedIn profile or something so that I know that like you're a legit human being and you're like actually like a respectable person type of thing. You know what I mean? Like I said, I just don't want random people coming on here and, talking a bunch of crap because that would be terrible. I would feel really bad if somebody came on here and just immediately like started spitting out bad things. So we'll definitely open that up though for a future live stream. I think it would be a lot of fun. IT Security Home Labs, you said something about security jobs and stuff. You see lots of posts about how cybersecurity jobs will boom and the short is huge. Yeah. I don't think it's a sales gimmick. I think it's actually true. I mean, outside of security, I think IT in general is in a shortage, especially like programming jobs and things like that. But yeah, security. I mean, just think about all the different like things that are happening in the security field. Think about all the things that are happening that you don't even know about, and we don't have the people to support the need. We don't have these people that are knowledgeable enough to support this. There's environments that don't have any type of security professionals on their team at all, like schools, hospitals, and these are some of the places that have critical information in their systems. And some of these places do not have any security professionals on their team. So that's not good. But, and there's, of course, like Fortune 500 companies who would need more security people to protect all their valuable dollars and gold and silver rubies and whatever, Can you send me 5 zlotys? I have no idea what that is. And somebody keeps sending me a message on Facebook. Some jerk keeps sending me a message on Facebook. Hint, hint. Wonder if that jerk is watching this stream still. You're welcome, IT Security Home Labs. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys tonight on this live stream. We are going to start getting an actual schedule put together where we will schedule out specific days and specific times where we'll do live streams so you guys can actually catch them and be prepared for them. So stay tuned for that, because I'm actually really excited about that, to actually have a schedule put together. So thank you guys for joining me tonight. I always appreciate you guys coming on, asking me questions, and talking with me. It always keeps me entertained. So thank you very much, and hope you guys all have a great night. Take it easy.